Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you tonight to our broadcast of the SeeTheAir.com GT Pro Division, the Corvette Racing Series. This is the finale at Sonoma GP. Getting ready to invite all the drivers in for this last race of the series. TNR 5 Zygen has the lead with IB Quick head on his heels, about 6 points behind him. So we'll see what's going to go on tonight. Hope you all stick around for everything. We got the chat room open, getting ready to tweet out that we are live, getting ready to invite the players in and the drivers into the room for the start of qualifying. We'll see you in just a bit. Everybody got a copy?
Yes, sir. Got it. What's up, Cat?
What's up, gentlemen? Shane, you got a copy? All right, this is Shane. This is probably going to be your first race, so just watch out. This is our finale of the Corvette Racing Series. So, has anybody got a beat on? Where's Fozzer at?
Bowser and AV.
Yeah, and I haven't seen them on them. Look again.
Nice Bowser.
I haven't heard from AV and let's see.
He was just in the last room.
Oh, in the other room. Sorry, Indo. I just sent you another invite.
Apology accepted.
I think Faster said Quick's not making it.
Oh, you're kidding me. Damn.
Or something. I think that's who they were talking about. Yep.
I bet you AV's appearing offline.
Yeah, I got him. I sent an invite.
There he is. Yeah, one of them to know he's playing.
Yeah. Well, if IB ain't making it, then congratulations TNR. Then you've claimed the championship.
I know that's killing Ivy too, that he couldn't race it. You know it's eating him up.
He's pissed.
It was been a good one to watch.
Have we got everybody? I've go through the list. I don't know if yeah, you're here. Okay, come here. Where's CB? Gentlemen, we're going to go to qualifying in 5 minutes. I'm just checking on some extra gentlemen, some guys that have not made it in yet.
Anybody heard from Ant lately?
He's taking a little bit of time off.
Anybody know a good car number I can use?
You can use the 8. I'm not in the 8. I'm actually in the 01 right now.
I'm in the 01.
Are you? Okay, well, I'll change that then.
Yeah, I thought it was with CJ. 21 is available, I believe.
21 is?
Right, ain't available? Which one's Relo's running? I'm in the 20.
And I think Ivy is in the Ivy Quick is in the 60, so he's in the 61. I'll jump into that one since he's not in it.
I'll jump in the 21.
All right, gentlemen, when you are ready to go, I need you to go ahead and mute me. Go ahead and mute me and then click the check. I'm not going to be able to do interviews right now because I don't have a mic set up for interviews at the end, but go ahead and mute me and then put check that you are ready. Foster, do that last because I need you to go over all rules and everything because we do have a new driver in here with Shane. Make sure that we're just reiterating the rules for STA in this race, and then when you're ready, go ahead and check it out. Make sure you mute me, or you're going to be listening to me the entire conversation, the entire race, because I'm doing commentary, and that's about it.
I'll just mute everybody out then.
It feels like I did, didn't I?
Yeah, just mute me. Don't mute everyone, just mute me. When I see everybody checked, we are going to qualifying. Let them know that, Foster, too.
Alright, gentlemen, we'll be starting off with a 15-minute race. Qualifier is either 15 or 20.
No one can send me an invite.
It's 15.
Find everybody on there.
Trying to give it thumbs up, but it's just not letting me go back to the...
You gotta press directional down.
Direction down.
You gotta hit your shifter to the left and then directional down.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are waiting for all of our drivers to get ready, and we're about to start off qualifying here for the last race of the Corvette Racing Series in the GT Pro Division for us here at seetheair.com. Hopefully everybody, if you're tuning in for us, we appreciate you stopping by. We have an open chat room for those that want to talk a little bit, to give their shout outs. We'll do that as well.
TNR, one space.
And one space is ready. It just...
Directional pad down?
Yeah. I went over to mute cat. You know, L1 back. Nothing.
Maybe your L1's not working?
Oh, I had to press up. On the D-pad.
Foz's steering you in the wrong direction.
Won't be the last time either.
Don't take setup tips. Don't take setup tips from Fars, alright? Now what you want to do is you want to make your suspension stiffer, heat up your bike real fast.
Yeah, waiting on TNR. You ready there, buddy? TNR, you ready?
TNR, you ready to go, buddy?
Thumbs up.
I can do this every 2 weeks.
Well, we can give him a few more minutes and then we can click it on over because he'll have 15 minutes.
He's gone to buy he's gone to buy an oversized bottle of champagne.
I was gonna say that shit. I was like, he's running around the pitch right now with a bottle of champagne. I went, fuck you guys, I don't even need to race. What do I need to race for?
Alright, Cat, I'd say we can go on over.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready for qualifying here at Sonoma GP in the last race of the Corvette Racing Series. We have had one driver, one of our lead drivers, IB Quick, unable to make the race. Unfortunately, of course, life has its ways of taking over. Of course, here at SeeTheAir.com, we do recognize that. With him not able to make the race, TNR5 Zajan has claimed the championship. The Corvette Racing Championship does go to TNR5 Zajan, but let's see in this race if he can actually pull off another win as he did in the first 10 races of this championship. He did pull in just about almost every pole you can probably think of, except for really in the second race at Silverstone, the fourth race basically in the series. Avion actually took it away from him. IB Quick took it away, the pole from him at Watkins Glen, but still he was able to pull off the victory. It wasn't until at Road America, which was the sixth event in our series, where 5 Zajan was unable to claim victory, taking him out from his continuous streak that he had of 10 races in a row, and IB Quick actually took both of those races at Road America. Brands Hatch was our second to last race. It was 2 weeks ago. IB Quick had both poles, winning the first race, and Stollard actually took the second race there. So we're doing qualifying here at Sonoma GP, and we're going to go ahead and take a ride with some of the drivers around the track. Fazer, our number 2 here at SeeTheAir.com, is exiting in his vet as we see Avy running his machine coming around the corner. Crazy Cool, a standard here in at SeeTheAir.com. Shane OK, I believe it's Shane OK. I'll just call him Shane. Shane is a newcomer here at SeeTheAir.com, and we've been really wanting to get in with some racing here with us, and we've gone ahead and sent him an invite for this finale so that we can actually have 10 full drivers in the field. One space, a newcomer here at SeeTheAir.com. Pretty impressive showing, some top 5s here for him in the Corvette Racing Series, I do believe, if I'm looking at, actually, no, he's only got one, I believe. And I want to say that was a 7th place, that's what it was. He wasn't able to make the very first race, but he jumped into the last race at Brands Hatch. Rylos, one of our other league officials, a standard in the Australian Tour. He's one of the leaders in the Australian Tour at seetheair.com, piloting the Zipinol number 20 Corvette around the track. Camaro Ace, another standard here. He's a member of STA Motorsports. Coming down into the GP part of the section of Sonoma. Stoller 22. And here is your Corvette Racing Series champion, TNR 5 Zygen from Top Notch Racing. And of course, Indo Heat, a nice little standard. Come over in here at seetheair.com from Rubber Helmet Racing League. And of course, I'm in the pits. We're going to take a look at some of the laps thrown around the track. Here's a look at Avion. Car owner Jan Johnson with 26 wins, 23 poles in his career, 79 top fives. He has completed the Competitors Cup here at seetheair.com with 100 top tens. That's a lot of races here for league racing at seetheair.com. Hailing from Nook, Greenland, and he is a Hall of Fame member here at seetheair.com. We have our series champion, TNR 5 Zygen, laying down the fastest lap so far at 128.826. TNR from Chicago, Illinois, bringing to the table 11 wins. He is a Hall of Fame member as well. 7 poles, 17 top fives with 18 top tens. He's got a great rate winning percentage here among the races that he has won, and including the 10 races in a row that he has won here. In our second spot is Stollard. Stollard 22 from Toledo, Illinois, pulling in a 128.967 as he runs to the front stretch. Wrecking and crashing. It looks like he was getting ready to go back into the pits. Anyway, AV in third at 129.193. One space is in fourth place. He hails from Denver, Colorado, pulling in a 130.186. In P5 position from Hollywood, Maryland is Indo Heat. Indo Heat does have 1 win in his career here at STA, 38 top 10s with 18 top 5s. Rylos, as we see, is in the pits at 131.819. Rylos, car owner Rylos Woosnam, I believe. He's probably going to get me for that pronunciation. From New South Wales, Australia. He is exiting the pits at this time for trying to get another run. Take a look at the number 7 vehicle, the number 7 Corvette. Crazy cool. Crazy cool from Port St. Lucie, Florida. He's been with SeeTheAir.com since November of 2015. Holding 4 top 5s. 13 top 10s. Doesn't race a lot, but he is. It's a nice addition to have him always here at SeeTheAir.com in any series that's we're jumping around. And it looks like Fazer, our league official, with a 131.969 has jumped up to P7, jumping over Crazy Cool. Fazer, our league official, has been with us since December of 2014, one of our longest standing members. 7 wins in his career, 5 poles, 60 top 5s, and 128 top 10s. Hailing from Mastic Beach, New York, the big city. I believe it's on Long Island, I want to say. Going down into the list, Camaro Ace 1971. Hailing from Middletown, Indiana. Kent Henshaw is the car owner. Coming in a P9 at 133.519. We'll see Shane in his first race here at STA to 134.419. Do a ride along here with our going into the pits, it looks like, with TNR5 Zygen. Down to the short chute. Oh, went a little bit too far there. I think he missed turn 4. TNR has increased his pole time to 128.416, leading by about half a second over Stoller 22. And then it's about 0.778 seconds back to Avian. One space is in P4. Indoheat in P5 with Rylos in P6. Fazer in P7. P8 is Crazy Cool. Oh, collecting the wall there. Coming around to the horseshoe is TNR. Wanting to cut back. Just took it just a little bit too far. Try to ride that left as much as you can to cut back into the right as you see one space doing it. Still in P4, coming around to the front stretch, around to turn 12 into the start finish line. He has picked up a 130.186. That is 1.7 seconds back behind the pace lap. or pole position here that TNR5 Zygen has. This guy's coming up to turn 4, or turn 3, and then the 3A down into 4, which gets down into the GP section of the course. Those of y'all following us over on Twitch, you are more than welcome to send something into the chat. If y'all pull us up at Twitch TV/See the Air. You can also watch us live on seetheair.com/live. That's all in caps, LIVE .html. If y'all want to take a look at us on the seetheair.com website. If you're interested in racing with us here at seetheair.com, go to seetheair.com. It's not that hard. SEETHEAIR.com. Register with us. Just give us a little bit of information on what you want to play, whether you're going to be on PC or PlayStation. We are on both formats right now. We are taking inquiries onto the Xbox One platform, although we do not have any kind of series set up for right now. 1 minute left to go in qualifying here. There will be a 5-minute closed course session, just so drivers can get through their pit strategies if they have them, or change anything that they need aside from what qualifying actually is. I think everybody is just about done. We have a few drivers that are still on the track. Shane has actually jumped up to P9. He has jumped over Camaro Ace and run a 133.408. Camaro in P10 at 133.15. So it's actually pretty close between those two. We have about a half a second separating P6 and P8. We have somewhere about a second or so between P3 and P5. Half a second from pole position and Stollard. And at the end of this session, TNR5 Zygen, our Corvette Racing Series champion, has taken the pole for this race. Congratulations to him, and he has taken the series and the pole. Let's see if he's going to be hanging on for the win here. We have a 15-minute session in this first race. 15 minutes. Drivers again will have a 5-minute closed course, and then we will go racing. Rylo's giving a little bit of friendly banter there, making sure that all drivers are checking their strategies and making sure they're getting off of their qualifying setup so they don't have any kind of closed radiators of such. At this time, before the race actually begins, I do want to thank our sponsors. From time to time, we do award some sort of award for the winners of these races, other than like the virtual awards that we show online. I do want to thank John Schallenberger at redlineit.com, powertodelastrada.com. He's out of San Antonio, Texas. Check him out at redlineit.com or powertodelastrada.com. It's racing gear. If you know Antonio Sabates Jr., his basically show model, I guess, for his racing line and gear. Check them out. They are very, very helpful to us here at seetheair.com. We also want to thank And1 Basketball and Nautica Footwear, South Bronx, who is an older member that we have here at seetheair.com. works in the marketing department for both of those companies, and they have agreed with some of the sponsorships, as you would see on our website, that they award some of our winners with foot gear from time to time. I believe it is Nambucca Boat Shed and Cafe down in Australia. Rilos can attest to that. They have been a slight sponsor of ours, or a smaller sponsor of ours, but nonetheless a sponsor of seetheair.com. We do appreciate all of those that check us out at seetheair.com. Race with us if you can. We are at the 2-minute warning. We're getting ready to race here. 15 minutes here at Sonoma GP. The Corvette Racing Series, part of the GT Pro division at seetheair.com in the American Tour. Don't forget, if you're going to check us out, we do have a forums which we simply call Gasoline Alley. You can check out all or some of the things. That you basically have to be a member to check out everything in the post. But we have 3 different tours that go along here at seetheair.com: an American tour, an Australian tour, and a European tour. So we cover the entire world, and we have over, I believe, 15 to 20 different divisions that we do host on 2 different platforms of PlayStation and PC. Our PC is actually getting ready to is getting geared up to start their series here in about 2 weeks. Stick with it. HD is our moderator over there, and League Official has been doing a heavy bunch of work, not only with Discord and with R Factor 2, but we're getting ready to start that up. But right now we're getting ready to start this up. Corvette Racing at Sonoma GP, about 40 seconds here from the green flag. Hope you all enjoy it. I'm going to be starting the race and then backing out so we can do a little bit of monitoring, check out what's going to go on in the first couple of turns. This should be exciting, ladies and gentlemen. Good, gentlemen. We're going up the first hill, first couple of turns. A little action back here in the backpack. Looks like we have 2 different and distinct packs. The first 4 drivers of TNR 5 Zygen, Stoller 22, Avion in 1 space, separated all by about 4 or 5 seconds. Then we have Fazer, Rilos, Crazy Cool, Camaro, Endo, and Shane pulling up the back. We're riding with TNR, our series champion right now. Jump back into the back. pretty close to Fozzer as far as our closest battle right now. Oh, and we have one off the track. Rilo's coming off the track a little bit wide. Misses turn 4 into the GP section. Perspective here. Again, follow us at twitch.tv/see the air. If you want to see a certain vantage point, go ahead and send us something in the chat room. I'll be more than happy to go ahead and switch it over if we can. Looking at the battles that we have pretty good close battle here between Indo Heat and Crazy Cool 1, separated by about a half of a second. Fozzer is a little bit of a mix-up there again. Actually, all over the field. It's hard to pinpoint one or the other. One car that is off, that looks like it's one space has missed a turn, dropping all the way down to 9th. And there goes Camaro Ace. He is off the track, hitting the embankment on the side in the GP section. It looks like he is lost Camaro, possibly due to a connection issue. Back up to very, very close battle between him and Crazy Cool. Indo grabs the inside line. Looks like we got a little bit of damage on Crazy Cool. Field pretty much spread out here. TNR5 Zygen going through the field, running his best lap right now at 128.794. He has a 1.2 second lead over Stollard. Stollard, a pretty consistent driver here in the league, and especially here in the Corvette Racing Series. It is 3 seconds back to Avian, coming up to the final turns here. Turn 11, which is basically the hairpin turn here at Sonoma. Again, he is about 2.4 seconds. He's broken it down just a little bit. 2.4 seconds behind Stollard. Behind him, Indo Heat has actually jumped up since one space has had a turn for the worst. Indo Heat about 12, almost 13 seconds back from Avion. Crazy Cool losing a little bit more. He's about 4 seconds back from Indo Heat. 2 seconds back from him is Fozzer. And then about 1.5 seconds is Rilos. About 10 seconds back, coming to the start-finish line, is Shane. Shane running his best right now. His best lap is at a 134.367 and one space. It's about 44.5 seconds out from 8th. As we can see, his vehicle is seeing a little bit worse for wear. going back up to our closer battles. We have Fazer, who is about 1.2 seconds off of Crazy, and Rylos is about 1.5 seconds off of him. So we're going to take a look at this battle right now. Up, Fazer's saying he's got too much throttle. Too much throttle causes a spin. Brings him down. He's losing a lot of time here. And Crazy looks like he has spun out as well. Rylos wanting to see if the invisible pusher of the Corvettes, which looks like it was Fazer first, and then Crazy. He wants to see if Endo's going to be the next one to go. He's going to have a little bit of time that he needs to get back to Endo. Endo going into the GP course. It's about 8.5 to 9 seconds ahead of Rylos. I think most of the action is going to be found back in the back of the pack. We got Fazer coming up to Crazy Cool. Is about 1.5 seconds. And no! Fazer spins out again. Shane has taken the space away. P7, moving up to P7. He's only 1.8 seconds back from Crazy. It looks like we're having continued problems with Fazer's machine. Not wanting to turn right is not the right way, that is. Shane getting off the track just a little bit too much going into the hairpin. 11th turn here at Sonoma GP. Going to the battle for second place, Avion in P3. He is only about 2.139 seconds back from Stollard. Two of the more consistent drivers that I have seen is Stollard and Avion here. And it's not to say Avion does have his moments. Whoa, and Avion, there's one of his moments. Pulling off the track and hitting the inside wall. Oh man. Off of turn 10 going into turn 11. Hopefully that didn't do too much damage to the Greenlander from STA Motorsports. It makes him fall back at about 6.7 seconds back from second place. Right now, the tightest race is actually Shane, about 4 seconds off of Crazy Cool, and then you got 4.5 seconds from Stollard to TNR. Field pretty spread out here. This is kind of what it looks like in the entire field. TNR 5 Zajan, he is just passing lap car. Our championship driver showing why he is the champion of the Corvette Racing Series, and he is a top member of Top Notch Racing. He did race one race with us at the Rolex 24, which is our 3-hour endurance race series. Although we haven't seen him in the last couple of races. hopefully we'll see a little bit more of TNR in the future in some of the other races, some of the Rolex races, or maybe the World Series of Poker division, when we have a possible series jumping up with that. Information on that is actually in the forums. Light up the track to see where our biggest competitors are. As you can see, Navy still back about 8.2 from Stollard here. Stollard coming up to the back end of the short chute. Field is completely spread out now. We have less than 2 minutes left in this race, and TNR5 Zajan has led from the start. Barring anything going wrong, hopefully he won't hit that inside barrier for the pits again like he did in qualifying. Coming to the start-finish line. Looks like we are probably going to have 2 more laps here with him running. I think everyone else is actually going to be finishing the race on their last lap here with about less than a minute 20 to go. Stollard has cut the lead down to about 4.2 seconds, but not necessarily enough to gain enough momentum behind TNR to overtake him. See how TNR does in the final S's and coming down to the hairpin. Ten seconds left in this one, as TNR is actually going to be able to make it past the start-finish line. And I think Stollard actually made it there too, so we have this last lap is going to be it. This last lap. This one space turns off so that Stollard can get by. This is the final lap. TNR coming down to the final turns, coming down to turn 11 and into turn 12. TNR from start to finish has won the first race of the last event here at Sonoma, the 15-minute race. Stollard coming in at P2. Avey in third, Indoheat in fourth, Rylos in fifth, Crazy Cool in sixth, Shane pulls up into seventh, Fozer in eighth, one space falls from fourth down to ninth, and in 10th place will be Camaro Ace, unfortunately with a disconnect. We'll be inviting him back into the room if he is still available so we can see if he can take on the 30-minute race that we're going to have here.
Good race, gentlemen.
Used to be able to do that. You'd be
Yeah, I
down in
know.
the pits and let your AI driver go.
Yeah. You can do it on here too. No, I don't know if you can do it on there.
You can, yeah, you can switch driver. That's right.
Yeah. Damn.
We're going to have about 5 minutes until the start of the next qualifier. 5 minutes until the next qualifier.
5 more minutes and we'll start qualifying for the 30-minute session.
Send the invites back out.
Good news is the capture winning. In case anybody's wondering. No.
You talking about the Pittsburgh, Washington?
Yeah.
Who's winning?
Caps.
Oh shit. Was it game 6 or game 7?
6.
Well, Pittsburgh's up 3-1, right?
3-2.
3-2. Okay. I don't know, man. I think Nashville may pull this crap off.
It's a toss-up, man.
All right, we sent a couple of more invites out.
At this point, because I'd like to see Peter Laviolette win. He deserves
We are welcoming K9 1000 back into the room as he's asked for an invite here. K9, if you got a copy.
He's a good coach.
I need a drink. How's it going?
Stimpy, make sure, Stimpy, you and K9, make sure that you mute me first before you check. Mute me first before you check, because I am commentating tonight, and I don't want y'all to listen to me the entire time.
Tippy, if you want to, oh, you got that? You got mute him? Move the cat. He's doing the commentating. Alex, same thing. You may want to,
Yeah, it's all good. It's fine with me.
he's going to be constantly talking, so that's up to you.
Yeah, I am constantly talking.
Thumbs up when you're ready.
That Stimpy guy.
Session.
That dirty Stimpy driver.
Yeah, that dirty, was he, one of my cunt bloke or
Oh
whatever
man,
it was.
no, he called you everything. Let's not go back to that. I just said dirty Stimpy because everything else he said was horrendous.
He said, I'll meet you halfway. I said, man, I ain't paying halfway. I'm not paying to come halfway around the world just to whip your ass.
Man, Bob will get him for you, mate.
Oh, I ain't even sweat. I already knew the dude, man. I knew how he was. I mean, he's a fucking anus the way it is. But,
Man, that was.
but I never had no problems with him. Yeah, I never had no
crazy.
problems with him. But, I mean, I know how he treated other people, so I already
That was
knew
crazy
how.
when he turned on me. Hey, it was like I was like, chill out, dude. It's all good. And he just went next level on me. I was like, oh, okay. this guy's got some issues right now. I think he lost his stash. Wife got his crack pipe or something. I don't know, man. He was in a state. I've never had an issue with him either. Like, and that day was just whoa, over the top.
Yeah, it was.
Man. You'd have thought he just lost the Formula One World Championship.
Well, yeah, or his crack pipe.
You would have thought that you broke it.
It was crazy. I hit the curb and spun out, dude. He was right behind me.
Yeah, so
And he spun out, and he ran into me. He's like, he took me out. He took me out. I was like, dude, I fucking spun out in front of you, dude. You were hounding me, and I hit the curb a little too hard.
And we're in a group with all the rest of the Australian STA guys, and that's it. They just turned on him.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to go qualifying here on the second race, the 30-minute race that we are going to have here at Sonoma GP. This is the finale of the Corvette Racing Series GT division at seetheair.com. We're going to take a look at the drivers here. We have a couple of new entries for this session, the 30-minute session, which is the longer session of the Corvette Racing Series. We have Ali K9 1000 and Stimpy joining the fray. We're going to see how they do and see if One Space can actually jump back up there into the top 5, which we know he can. It's just had a little bit of a misstep there at the last race.
You come back out a better person.
We have 11 contestants here for this race. We'll take a look at everyone jumping out in the pits almost all at once. TNR5 Zajan, our series champion. 11 wins on this series. First 10 races brought home the top trophy. Takes the pole away from Stollard, 1 second in front of him at a 1:28.659. Stollard coming in second and P2 position right now at 129.741. Endo Heat at 130.279. That was a little bit of excitement right there. By K9, someone coming in front of us from the fast. Take a look at the P6 here at Crazy Cool. 132.360 in P6 position. Right in front of K9 at a 133.714. Foster in P8 at 137.595. Stimping starting out in a P9 qualifying position at 140.296. Shane is yet to get a lap in here in one space that looks like he is getting ready to complete a lap. He has shown up at this race. He is in P3 right now with a 129.735. Avion has jumped up in front of Stollard at a 129.409 in P2. TNR still is holding on to the P1 position that is, I think that's his original lap at 128.659. He's only dropped 2 laps in here. And that first lap was a bit sketchy too. Going into turn 1, he almost hit the curb and he's a little bit skittish out of some of those other turns coming off the curbs. Nonetheless, coming through the S's here, Sonoma GP. DNR trying to get the best of the turns, so he gets the best entrance and exit out of it, so he can put on the best lap that he can, skimming that right wall coming out of the first turn and up the hill. We have turn 2 into turn 3 and into 3A as he approaches turn 4 down into the GP part of the track. Off the track just slightly. Stollard has jumped up to P2. There's a little bit of jockeying for position between Stollard, Avian, and one space. A very, very tight-knit group of guys here. Stollard at a 129.383 in second place. Avian still is holding a podium for qualifying at a 129.4. And I believe it's 0.3 seconds back from that is one space. 129.735. Indo Heat still holding on to P5 at a 130.279. Rylos in P6 at a 130.954. Crazy Cool bringing up in P7 at 132.285. K9 1000 at 133.714. Fazer in P9 at a 139.595. Stimpy holding down on the top 10 in qualifying at a 140.296. Shane looks like he's having a little bit of issue completing a good lap. He's showing at about a 5 minute 16 second. Will definitely make the show at least, but trying to get a qualifying lap in. Quickest sector times as we're looking down here at TNR5 Zajian has a 19.505 in sector 1. The closest is about 0.2 seconds behind him, and that's actually between Stollard, One Space, and Indo Heat, as in the last couple of laps that have come across. Skipping through the field here. See how everybody was doing. Indo Heat coming into turn 4 down into the GP part of the track here at Sonoma. It's a hazy day in California, but still clear weather. There is no precipitation in sight. It looks like we've gone a little bit of demolition derby running, Indo. Kind of looks that way. Don't think that's how it was supposed to come off on the showroom floor. One Space exiting the pits, going for another run. We've got about 4 minutes 40 seconds left here in the qualifying of the last event at Sonoma GP for the Corvette Racing Series, part of the GT Pro division here at ctheair.com. AB also not looking too shabby. I don't think that came out of detailing I don't think it rolled off the truck looking like that, so I think AB's had a little bit of an issue with his car in this qualifying session. Stollard has broken down to about a half a second behind T and R in qualifying with a 129.210. Crazy Cool has moved up to P8 with a 132.285, dropping K9 down to 9th in 133.7. We still have a best sector right now with TNR5 Zajian at 19.2. He's got the best sector in all of them from what we are showing. As always, we ask you to check us out at ctheair.com. Your home for simulation online racing for PlayStation and PC. While we've got about 3 minutes left here in qualifying, I'll let you know of a couple of things that are coming up here in the next couple of days and weeks to come at ctheair.com. Right now, over on Dirt Rally, we have Scott. That's probably why Scott's not here. It's because it is a rally weekend, and Scott M18 has been winning he's won the past 3 World Rally Championship events. We are in Finland this week here on PS4 on Dirt Rally, and that is going on all week long. It started on Saturday and will end next Sunday. But if you want to be a part of us, go to ctheair.com. You can sign up via the RaceNet. It's all one word, CTheAir WRC, for Dirt Rally to be a part of the Finland rally that is going on. I believe it's about a 12-stage event that they are hosting. The winner of the WRC does get to set the schedule for next year, so we're keeping a close eye on that. This weekend we will have the Australian Tour, the Touring Car Championship at Australian Eastern Standard Time at 6 p.m. They are at the Monza Short Track. We also are having next Sunday at 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time at Hockenheim Short. is the Golf Series, the Formula Golf Series in the Australian Tour. I want to make sure that y'all check out those guys. The guys from Down Under put on a hell of a show, and they are very, very fun to drive and race with. Next Friday, not this Friday, but next Friday over on PC on R Factor 2, we have the Red Bull Ring, a 60-minute race in the Petitla GT3 series. This is put on by Sick With It HD, and he's doing a hell of a job over there with Bjorn, a Corvette driver, and just putting everything together to where we can have a fantastic opening for PC racing here at seetheair.com. And it looks like, I think most of the drivers have entered the pits to possibly stop the qualifying on this. Right now we're showing in P1 TNR 5 Zygen at 128.433. Only a half a second back from that is one space. Half a second back, one space is at 128.933. And we got a shout out here. Y'all guys probably can't hear it if K9 is possibly listening. I Be Quick, he said sorry for missing tonight, and he says great series, everyone. So I Be Quick is giving a shout out here. We appreciate you dropping in there, buddy. I know you really, really hate missing this one and wanted to give TNR a run for his money. But hopefully we're going to have a really great race here. It's the end of qualifying. TNR has picked up another pole, one space in P2 position. Third place is P3 is Avion. Stollard is actually being shown in fourth. Endo Heat in P5. Ralos P6. Fozer in P7. K9 in P8. Crazy Cool in P9. I believe we're stepping in P10, and then in 11th, I do believe it was Shane, if I am not mistaken. We got about a 5-minute close course here, and then we're going to go racing. Once we go racing, I will actually start back out, and then we'll take a look at the front. I'm not too sure if I want to stay up in the front. Most of the action on the first couple of turns is happening in the back of the pack, and that's probably where we're gonna halt it. I'll probably start it out at somewhere around 8th position just to get a check of everything. But we'll see you here in about 2 or 3 minutes for the start of the last race of the Corvette Racing Series, the GT Pro Division at seetheair.com here at Sonoma GP Raceway. I want to do a little bit of shout out before we go to racing here. We've got a couple of new series that are probably going to be starting up here pretty soon. We got a preseason new concept that we're going to be doing here at seetheair.com. The Nautica Endurance Series is a prototype preseason on PS4 here in Project Cars. It's actually going to be in the Australian Tour that's going to be taking place. I want y'all to check that out if y'all can. Again, it's a pre-season that we're going to be starting at the end of this month. Then they're going to start the endurance races. It's LMP2s. They're going to be starting at Bathurst on June the 10th. June the 10th is the start. It's a 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time start for them over in the Australian Tour. So check that out if you can. And the next big event that we're going to have here at seetheair.com is the Rolex 24, our 3-hour endurance race starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's at Monza GP. We're taking a trip over and taking a ride over on Monza course, which is famed for F1 racing. Saturday, May 27th. Saturday, May 27th, here on Project Cars, Monza GP, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 3-hour racing. It's a simulated 24-hour race. We don't know what the weather's going to be like there, but that actually is picked up about a week before the race is going on for Rolex Week, which we have qualifying the entire week. Hopefully we're going to have a full field there. We have 2 different classes, LMP2 and GT3 classes. So 1 minute to race as basically our race director Spazer is calling all the guys to their cars. We're going to have this last race going on, and 30 minutes racing here at Sonoma GP here in California, part of the Corvette Racing Series GT Pro Division at seetheair.com. "30 seconds to race, 30 seconds to race." The drivers are going to their cars, and we're getting ready here to race at Sonoma GP, the last race of the Corvette Racing Series. Wish all of our drivers good luck, and anything can happen in these races, so stay tuned. K9 off of the track early. Premier battling with Avian. Avian goes off of the course here in the GP part of the section of the track here at Sonoma GP. He is only about 3/10 out. This is a really, really close battle. Avian took that second position after one space actually spun and hit the wall on the inside here, right in about this position about one lap ago. Taking the outside, he's taken the pass on the outside. He's gone a little bit wide. And Avian is still there in second place, still holds the position on. Some great racing between these two. Very close as we see Indo Heat in the back in fourth position. To the road view here, it's one behind AV. It's still 0.3 of a second back to third place. We got 0.6 back to Indo Heat. Indo Heat's closed the gap just a little bit. We'll take a look back at him and see where he's at. Very, very close racing with these guys. Guys just trying to jockey for position. Not knowing where each other's braking positions are at. Anything could happen. TNR still at about a 7.3 lead over Avian. He's basically run away with this as he has most of the series. Avian in second, only 0.3 ahead of Stollard. Stollard only about a half a second. It's actually even closing closer to that right now. Back to fourth position. Rylos is back in fifth position in P5. We're about 3.3 seconds back. Crazy is about 6 seconds back from Rylos in sixth. In seventh, Shane is about a half a second down to Crazy. Not that far behind. Stippy is about 9 seconds back from Shane. K9, who had that incident coming into the hairpin here, is down in 9th position. Fozzer in 10th with one space in 11th position. All of them are still running on the track. Take a look and see what he's taking a look at. Message from one of our communities that we are a part of. Stollard still on the heels of Avian. 0.3 back, coming into turn 10, down to turn 11, and which is the hairpin turn here. We got 22.5 seconds, 22.5 minutes left in this session, a 30-minute session. See if he can grab the inside. Oh, he's got position. Oh, I think Avian just overdrove that just a little bit too much. And even Indo Heat has taken the position away from Avian. Falling Avi down to fourth. It's just that quick, ladies and gentlemen, here at Sonoma in the final race of the Corvette Racing Series. SeeTheAir.com, your home for exciting online racing. We're staying with this battle because this is the premier heat-up racing that we're going to have, I think, in this final race between these three stellar drivers. Stollard 22 in second position, Indo in third, and AV in fourth, all battling for a podium position because TNR has pulled out to an 11.3 second lead on these guys. got to give our shout out to him. He is our series champion from Top Notch Racing, TNR 5 Zajan, from Chicago, Illinois. Doing it the Chicago way, doing it his way. He's taken the first 10 races of this season. The next 4 kind of had a little bit of a hiccup. One with at Road America where he had a pedal issue. And then I believe we had some connection issues or something, I think, in the next race, the race before this. But he has come back with a vengeance, winning his 11th race. And this looks like it might be 12, barring anything drastic from happening. Jumping back into this exciting run that we are having here between Stollard, Indo, and Avey. Avey has run off. Oh, let's go. That's going to Rylos. Remember that we got a little bit of excitement there with Rylos coming up on Avey. He just, I think, came a little bit too fast, and Avey is off. Avey is off and around. Something wrong with the machine for Avey. He is around and cannot get started, letting the others pass by per STA rules. Avey trying to get back started. He has fallen down to 6th position. He's fallen 2 seconds back behind Crazy's 3 seconds, and even Rylos is 10. So he's fallen down at least 15 seconds or more down to Indo, losing another position to Shane. Looks like Avey's dropping like a rock here, unfortunately. And let's see if we can get it back together and get back up there. He's got 19.5 minutes left to go. We're going to jump back up here. Oops, sorry, different way. To Indo. Indo has fallen a little bit behind, about 4 seconds back from Stollard. The field looks like it's going to be spreading out here just a little bit more. And like we said, and like Foster said, our race director, at the beginning of the race, anything can happen, and it looks like anything has happened. It's Murphy's Law, so kind of got to go with that. Second position, Stollard, about 13 seconds back from TNR. Indo Heat, coming back 4.5 seconds back from Stollard. Rylos jumping a little bit way further back, almost the distance between TNR and Stollard. He's about 12 seconds back from Indo Heat. He is in 4th position. You never know what might happen. Crazy Cool in P5, Shane in P6, Avey in P7. I think he has actually skipped a little bit. I think he's gone off the track. Try to hear what might be going on within Avey's compartment. If he's relaying anything, if anything's going on, we'll let you know. Feel about spread out like it did in the first race. It took about 10 minutes for that to happen in that first race, and it's about doing that now where everybody's kind of a little bit spread out. The closest battle that it looks like that we have is actually between Stimpy and Avey. Stimpy's about 4 seconds back from Avey. Coming through turn 10 and into turn 11 at the hairpin. Cutting it close there. Losing just a little bit. And we slow down so he does not hit those tires as Kano did at on the first lap, first couple of laps, I want to say. Foster has hit those. Speaking of the tires, Foster has hit the tires in the turnaround there at the horseshoe. One space has jumped up a position into P9. Foster has dropped to 10th. See if he has some damage. Has a little bit of damage there on the front, as you can see. hitting those. If you're cutting a little bit too close, you're cutting it a little bit too close. And oh, we got K9. K9 is spinning out just a little bit. Looks like he had his flashers on, letting people drive by him if he needed to. He is one lap down. But again, anything can happen. This is STA Racing. We have one vehicle stopped on the track, K9. Need to make sure K9 is not going to be on the track. If you're going to be off the track, you need to go into the pits. That is an STA rule. You cannot stay on the track. Thank you, sir. That flashes on for K9, and hopefully the people are going to be getting around him pretty quick. Pfizer exited pit still in P10. And take a look at TNR. TNR off the track a little bit, coming down through the GP section. Well, let's take a ride with TNR around the track. Our series champion. He is 15 seconds up on Stollard, but again, you never know. Fatigue might set in, a mistake here or there might slide you off the track. Day can be done. It looks like he's having a slight rough spot through the S's. With that, we got Stollard actually gaining about 2 seconds on him. Back down to Shane in P6, who is showing to be about 3 seconds back from Crazy Cool. It's within striking distance, down to 2.7 seconds. It's about our closest battle that we have here right now. That and one space in Stimpy at about 2.5 seconds as well. Well, we got Stimpy going wide a little bit. And one space takes advantage of it, getting the pass on the outside. Coming through the GP section here at Sonoma. Getting past him. and continuing to strive on. He's got about 13.8 seconds back from Avion. Avion about 14.8 back from Shane. Shane has the next closest competitor in front of him. And as you can see there on the horizon is Crazy Cool 1. 3.3 seconds separates them. Avey into the pits. I think we have a little bit of issue with Avey. He is into the pits and exiting out, and one space, and Snippy has passed him by. Snippy saying he's learned a little bit of coming through the chicane and everything with one space. Telling them thank you. I've learned a little bit going through the chicane with being behind you. Always learning here at STA. Off-road racing there with Stimpy going off the road. Shane still has the closest right now when it comes to definitely the most competitive. He's right behind Crazy Cool in 6th position. A newcomer to STA. He's actually been with the league for a little bit, but has not really raced with us. This is actually his first 2 races with us here at the league. We do appreciate him coming out. Always wanting to see the newest members of SeeTheAir.com participate in the racing and see what it's all about. You've got to get your feet wet. At some point in time here in the league, we've had over 300 registered drivers from 25 to 27 different countries around the world, covering 6 continents. We have drivers from Canada, Mexico, of course here in the United States, Colombia, Mexico, Peru. We had one from South Africa a while back. We covered Europe from England, Germany, from the Czech Republic, Finland, Norway. We even have them down in the UAE and the United Arab Emirates, and we have a couple, of course, those in Tasmania, New Zealand, Australia. Giving shout outs to just about everyone in the world racing here at SeeTheAir.com. If you want to be a part of the racing, tell your friends, tell everyone that you know about us that if you're into racing, to check us out. We're just becoming bigger and bigger. It is a private league for the most part. I mean, we don't just open it up for every single person. I mean, we do, but there's a lot of things that go on that in this league that you might not find in other leagues. We pride ourselves in having quality racing here at SeeTheAir.com, and we hope you'll check us out here in the future, of course. It has become the closer race now is between Crazy and Rylos. Rylos is only 4 seconds in front of Crazy for that 4th position. Top 5 is usually pretty critical here at SeeTheAir.com. We have top 5s and top 10s that are recorded for drivers in their career. Of course, we have poles and wins and everything, and if you win 10 races here at SeeTheAir.com, you can become a Hall of Fame driver, and then you can start to climb up the way. Tropper Matt, one of our Australian drivers that lives over in England now, has really climbed the ladder pretty quick. at seetheair.com. He has amassed about 46 wins and has jumped up to 3rd place in ranking, only about 9 from topping Steve-O 2448. A long-time driver here at seetheair.com who's basically almost been here since its inception over 6 years ago. We got another driver off the track, and it looks, I believe it looks like this Avi, either Avi or Fazer, I want to say. Still about 3.5. We got 2.7 seconds back from Rylos. Is crazy. This is the, as you can see, Rylos right in the grips and almost in the grass for Crazy. We're going to take a ride with Crazy around here and see how much closer he can get. He's down to 2.5 seconds. We got about 5 minutes left here in the final race of the Corvette Racing Series at Sonoma GP here in California, part of the GT Pro division. This series brought back from its basically being reincarnated from its original series that we had over on Gran Turismo, Gran Turismo 6, moved over to Project Cars a couple of years ago. And Wally Gator, I got to give a big shout out to one of my racing officials, Wally Gator, who has put on a tremendous amount of support with the league, coming over here and helping out with endurance races and being a part of the Rolex 24 series, and then starting this up. He's taken a small leave of absence here from the league, but nonetheless, he is much appreciated within the league, especially for myself and the other league officials. We are down to less than a second between Crazy and Rylos. The big battle for 4th place between these not big rivals, but unlikely drivers against one another. They're coming into the S's, the start of turn 8 and 9, or 8 and 8A, and into turn 9, which is the bigger turn. And into turn 10, down to turn 11. He lost a little bit there. He is still less than a half a second behind Rylos. Cutting the corner a little bit. Ooh, coming very close to the tires. He's back to almost a second behind him. We've got 3.5 minutes left here in the final race. This is we're going to stay here because this is the closest action that we're going to see, because everybody else is nearly about 2 seconds to 40 seconds apart from one another. Field pretty much spread out, as you can see. Three seconds left, or 3 minutes left. Sorry about that. We're in the GP section of Sonoma GP with Crazy Cool. Just a second off of Rylos. There, coming around to the start-finish line. 2 minutes left. Looks like we still might have about 2 laps left with these competitors. TNR5 Zygen is 18 seconds on second place. First, second, and third is pretty comfortable. because Rylos is about 36 seconds off of Indo Heat in third. Crazy gets alongside Rylos. He gets the inside as he's going into the GP section. Can Rylos take it back from him? Just above a minute left here in the race. Oh, just misses the turn slightly. That gives Crazy a little bit more of a second advantage. He's got to make this up in the S's, and coming down into the hairpin at the very end, it looks like Crazy is going to be pulling away from him. He's at about a second and a half. Missed that turn coming out of turn 7A on the further part of the track. "30 seconds left here at the final race of the Corvette Racing Series. This will be the final lap of the race. And TNR Stoller will cross the finish line. He is in third. Indo will finish, Stoller was finishing second. Indo will finish in third. TNR is actually on his last lap, so there's no one that's actually going to catch him. Still have about, yeah, he's gaining that. Looks like he's gaining a little bit more than what Rylos can get. Rylos cannot. In the last corner, we have Crazy pulling away from Rylos, taking the fourth position from him. That was pretty exciting. And that is it for the Corvette Racing Series here at SeeTheAir.com. The last two races of the series won by TNR 5 Zajin, your Corvette Racing Series champion. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to all the drivers that participated in this series. And it looks like we will have, I do believe IB Quick does have enough points to actually keep him in, I want to say in second place. I do believe we'll have to make the final calculations and everything at the very onset. I believe 16 and 32. It's probably going to be close. It's going to be very close, if anything, between him and Stoller. I want to say AB is probably going to be a good shot for fourth. Indo has a chance to stay in fifth. Scott most likely is going to be dropping down, with I think Foster probably taking him over in sixth place. So we do want to congratulate all the drivers that we have here at SeeTheAir.com that are a part of the Corvette Racing Series, the GT3 division, and the American Tour on Project Cars. We're taking a look at the final laps, and they're just warming down laps that we have here. We probably got a small little glitch because I am actually in the pits, and what we're going to do is talk to these guys as soon as they are done. We're probably not going to have that live, most likely, because our mics are not set up for that, unfortunately. But we do appreciate everybody coming out. Give us a shout out if you can. We are going to be throwing this broadcast over onto YouTube, so you'll have a chance to see the little battles that we have here and there that we can see and that we can show for everyone. Check us out at seetheair.com, your home for online racing. Again, TNR5 Zygen has brought home the championship, winning an amazing 12 races. 12 races. Moni missed 4 of those from a perfect season, but 12 races and a Hall of Fame run for TNR5 Zygen from Top Notch Racing. Congratulations to him, and we'll see y'all on the next race.